A third of the Buddhist monks at a temple in northern Thailand have tested positive for meth.
And something we need to be aware of is that most people in the spiritual community are just absolutely off their fucking tits. They're using medicine, plant medicines, anything in some way or shape or form to connect to spirit and consciousness, when actually all they are is just high. If you're meeting somebody, a guru, somebody who's just constantly using drugs in a way to connect to spirit, they're not actually connecting to spirit, they're just high. Yeah, when we get high, we do have connections to higher things, but you don't need to get high to have connection to higher things. And when you do it through drugs, when you do it through medicines, when you do it through plant medicines, when you do it through that, it's not a genuine connection to what it is that you're dealing with, and you're also not under control of what it is that you're dealing with. So although I have used plant medicines, I do use plant medicines, and it has been part of my spiritual practice. It isn't something that I use on a daily basis. It's not something that I utilize anymore for spiritual acquirement, because when you utilize plant medicines as the only way to access higher regions of consciousness, that's the only way that you can access it. And it's a little bit like going up in, they say about LSD, it's like going up in an elevator, the doors open, you see the penthouse, and then suddenly you're going back down again, and you can only take with you what you've been able to see in that fractional moment of the doors opening to the penthouse. When you do it through these very quick ways, instead of having it rooted and grounded through spiritual work, yoga, breathing, meditation, fasting, actual practices that you can maintain on a daily basis, then the results that you have are very short-lived. And to try to integrate the spiritual lessons from psychedelics, from drugs, from whatever, is a very, very difficult thing to do, because you weren't in your right mind when you had them, and you're not in, and now you're in your right mind trying to integrate it. So although plant medicines can be really helpful, and I'm not poo-pooing it, I am telling you that if you're somebody that thinks that you need to take it daily so that you can stay on the vibe of being high and talking to God all day, you're actually probably just in spiritual psychosis. You're deluding yourself, and you're actually refusing to do the hard work, which is to become enlightened and be conscious, and to do the shadow work and to do the difficult stuff that will actually lead you to enlightenment. Hot take.